to the Daily English Hub. I am bringing you high energy today.
Yes.
We are going to have a great show.
Whew.
We're going to learn so much. And
Oh boy, you started with a lot of energy there, but you stopped very quickly. Is everything okay? You sound a little bit out of breath.
to be honest, not really. I'm trying to say whoo and be excited, but inside I'm feeling just very, very heavy. My brain feels like it is always on. It never stops. You know that feeling?
Always on. That is a very specific feeling. I think I know what you mean. It's like a machine that's getting too hot because nobody turned it off. Why do you feel like that today?
It's just modern life. It's everything together. It's the work I have to finish, it's the bills I have to pay, and it is my phone. It goes bing, bing, bing all day. Notifications, emails, messages. It feels very fast, too fast. I feel like I'm running, but I'm not moving.
I understand completely, and I think many of our listeners understand this feeling too. You're describing something very specific. We have a common word for this condition.
Is the word crazy? Because I feel a little crazy right now.
No, not crazy. The word of stress.
Stress.
Yeah.
That sounds right. It feels like a weight on my shoulders.
And that is actually our topic for today. We're doing a deep dive into a very important text about this exact problem. The title of today's deep dive is The Stress of Modern Life: How to Relax.
The stress of modern life. How to relax. That sounds exactly like what I need right now. I need the manual for my brain.
I think it's what we all need. Our mission today is simple. We're going to look at our source material to understand two main things. First, what exactly is stress? Why do we feel it? And second, and this is the important part, how can we beat it? How can we actually relax in a busy world?
Okay, I'm ready. I am listening. But first, let's get the definition right, because we use the word stress a lot. I'm stressed about traffic. I'm stressed about dinner. But what is the real definition?
Let's look at the source. It gives us a very clear, simple definition. It says, stress is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or anger.
Okay, let's unpack that. Worry, nervousness, or anger. Those are three different things.
They are, but they often come together. Think about your day. Do you feel worried?
Sometimes. Like, I worry if I'll finish my work on time. Or I worry if I have enough money for the month. That's worry.
Exactly. That's the mind thinking about the future and being afraid. Now, do you feel nervous?
Yes. Honestly, when my phone rings, I feel a little jump in my stomach. Is that nervousness?
That is exactly it. It's your body getting ready for bad news, even if it's just a text message from your mom. And finally, anger.
Anger.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get mad at really small things, like when the internet is slow, I want to throw the computer out the window.
There you go. Worry, nervousness, and anger. These are the three faces of stress. The source text explains why we feel this way. It highlights that many people feel stressed because of work, school, or problems in life.
Work, school, and problems. That covers almost 90% of our day.
It does. But there's one more sentence in the text that I think is the key. It explains the context of our stress. It says, modern life is very fast, and we often feel tired.
Modern life is very fast. That is so true. Everything an instant. Fast food, fast messages, fast travel. We don't wait for anything anymore.
Exactly. And because the world is fast, our brains try to run fast to keep up. We're trying to process information at a speed that is not natural, and the result, we feel tired.
So we know what stress is. It's worry, nervousness, and anger caused by this fast modern life. But here's my question. Sometimes I don't know if I am stressed, or if I am just hungry, or maybe just lazy. How do I know if it's really stress? Are there specific signs?
That's a great question, because stress can look different for different people. But the text gives us a list called signs of stress, and I think you might recognize some of them.
Okay, hit me with the list. What's the first one?
The first one is exactly what you said at the beginning of the show. The text mentions Feeling tired all the time.
All the time,
Ugh.
even after I wake up.
Yes, that's the difference. If you run a marathon, you're tired physically, but stress makes you tired mentally. You wake up and you already feel heavy. You go to work tired. You come home tired. It's a deep exhaustion.
Check. I definitely have that one. I feel like I need 5 coffees just to start the day. What's the next sign?
The next sign is difficulty sleeping.
Oh, that is the worst. This happens to me. I'm so tired my body hurts, but I cannot sleep. I lie in bed and look at the ceiling for hours.
Exactly. It's a paradox. You're exhausted, but your brain is on. It's worrying, it's planning, it's thinking about that email you sent. The text lists another sign that might surprise you. It says, feeling angry easily.
Feeling angry easily. You know, yesterday I dropped my pen, just a pen, and I felt so angry I wanted to shout at the pen. Why did you fall? Is that stress?
That is a classic sign. When our stress levels are high, our patience is very, very low. We have no room for small mistakes. So small things like dropping a pen or bad traffic make us explode.
Okay, so feeling tired, not sleeping, and getting angry at pens. Is there anything else?
Yes, there's one more sign in the text regarding our physical habits. It says eating too much or eating too little.
Oh, interesting. It can be both.
Yes. Stress affects our stomachs. Some people lose their appetite completely. Their stomach feels tight like a knot. They forget to eat.
I am definitely not that person.
No.
No, I'm the other one. When I'm stressed, I want to eat everything in the kitchen.
Ah, comfort eating.
Exactly. I want pizza, then chocolate, then
Oh.
chips, then more pizza. It makes me feel better for 5 minutes, but then I feel worse.
That's very common. The body is looking for a quick reward to feel happy. So, looking at this list, feeling tired, difficulty sleeping, short temper, and changing how we eat, it sounds like you are definitely experiencing the stress of modern life.
I think you're right. I check all the boxes. I'm tired. I don't sleep well. I get mad at small things, and I eat too much pizza. It is not a good lifestyle. So now that we know the problem, please tell me there's a solution. I don't want to feel like this forever. What does the text say about fixing this?
Good news. The text has a section called How to Relax and Beat Stress. It lists 6 clear strategies, and the good thing is, these are not expensive. You don't need to buy anything.
6 strategies. I'm taking notes. What's the first one?
The first one is very appropriate for you, and honestly, it's the hardest one for most people. It is. Take a digital break.
The digital break.
The text explains, turn off your phone and computer for some time.
Turn off, like power down, black screen.
All the way off. Disconnect.
But, okay, I have to challenge this. What if someone needs me? What if my boss sends an important email at 8 p.m.? What if there's an emergency?
That fear you're feeling, that is the stress talking. That's the always on feeling. The text actually asks the question here. It says, remember our digital detox. Do you remember that deep dive we did a few weeks ago?
I do. We talked about how phones can make us anxious. I guess I
Oh.
forgot to actually do the detox. I just talked about it.
It's time to try again. And notice the text says, for some time. It doesn't mean throw your phone in the ocean. It means maybe for 1 hour in the evening, you turn it off.
Just 1 hour.
Just 1 hour. Imagine eating dinner without checking notifications. Imagine watching a movie without looking at the screen in your hand.
That actually sounds quiet.
It gives your brain a chance to stop processing new information. It's like giving your brain a vacation.
Okay. 1 hour. I can try that. I'll put my phone in the other room so I don't hear the bing.
Yeah, it's a great start. Now, the second strategy is about your body. The text says, exercise.
Exercise. You know, when I'm this tired, exercise is the last thing I want to do. I just want to sit on the sofa and not move.
I know. It feels difficult to start because you feel physically drained, but the text gives specific examples. You don't have to run a marathon. It says, go for a walk, run, or do some simple yoga.
Simple yoga. I like the sound of that. Stretching sounds nice.
Or just a walk. A walk is perfect. The text gives a very important reason for this. It says, moving your body helps your mind.
Moving your body helps your mind. That's a nice connection. How does that work?
Think about the stress as energy inside you. It's nervous energy. If you sit still, that energy stays inside and turns into worry. When you walk or run or stretch, you use that energy, you burn it off.
So if my body stays still, my mind stays stuck on the stress.
Exactly. You're helping your brain reset by moving your muscles.
Okay. Strategy 1, digital break. Strategy 2, exercise. Even if I'm tired, I'll try to walk around the block. What is strategy 3?
Strategy 3 is about fun. The text says, hobbies.
Hobbies. Now we're talking. I love hobbies.
The definition in the text is, do something you love.
That sounds much better than do your work or pay your bills.
It lists some specific examples. Read a book, listen to music, paint, or cook.
Cooking. See, I told you I like food. Cooking can be relaxing.
For many people, yes. Think about it. When you're cooking, you have to focus. You're chopping vegetables, you're smelling the spices, you're tasting the sauce.
True. You can't really worry about emails when you just try not to burn the onions.
Exactly. It forces you to be in the present moment. That's why it's relaxing. It takes your focus away from your worries.
I also like listen to music. That's very easy to do. But does that count as a hobby?
It depends on how you do it. If you listen to music while you're cleaning the house and checking your phone, that's just background noise. But if you sit down, close your eyes, and really listen to the music, that's a hobby.
That makes sense. Doing one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. Okay, what's next? We have digital breaks, exercise, and hobbies.
The fourth strategy is one of my personal favorites. The text says, spend time in nature.
Nature. Like going into the deep forest. I live in the city. There's no forest here.
It doesn't have to be wild nature. The examples in the text are go to a park, sit by a river, or just look at the sky.
Just look at the sky. That is beautiful and free.
It is. When was the last time you just stopped and looked at the clouds or looked at the stars?
I don't know. Usually when I'm walking outside, I'm looking at my phone. Or if I'm looking at the ground, I forget the sky is there.
The text says, nature makes us calm. There's something about the color green or the blue sky or the sound of a river that slows us down. Think about the city. The city is straight lines, concrete, loud noises, flashing lights.
It is hard. It is gray.
Exactly. Nature is soft. It's slow. It's the opposite of fast modern life.
So nature balances us out. We need a little bit of green to survive the gray.
Precisely. Even if it's just sitting on a bench in a small park for 10 minutes, it changes your breathing.
I like that. I can find a park. Okay, strategy number 5.
This one is about connection. The text says, talk to friends or family.
Talk to them. About what? About the weather. Hello, nice weather today.
You can talk about anything, but the text specifically says, sharing your feelings can help.
Sharing your feelings. So I should tell my friend, hey, I'm feeling really stressed.
Yes.
But I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to complain.
That is a common worry, but think about it. If your friend told you they were stressed, would you be annoyed?
No, of course not. I would want to help them. I would listen.
Exactly. They want to do the same for you. When we keep stress inside, it grows. It gets heavy. When you say it out loud to a friend or a family member, it feels lighter. You realize you are not alone.
That is true. Sometimes just complaining to my friend for 5 minutes makes me laugh about it.
Exactly. It's not always about fixing the problem immediately. It's about sharing the weight of the problem.
Okay. So talk to friends. Don't suffer in silence. What's the last strategy? We have 5 good ones so far.
The last one is the foundation of everything. If you don't do this, the others won't work. Strategy number 6, sleep enough.
Ah, sleep. We talked about difficulty sleeping as a sign of stress, so this is a hard one.
It's a cycle. Stress stops you from sleeping, and no sleep causes more stress. We have to break the cycle.
How much sleep do we really need, does the text say?
Yes, it is very specific. It says get 7 and 8 hours of sleep every night.
7 to 8 hours. That seems like a lot of time. I usually get maybe 6.
6 might keep you alive, but it won't help you relax. Think of your brain like a battery. If you only charge it to 60%, it runs out very fast. You need that 100% charge.
And also, I've heard that sleep is when the brain cleans itself.
That's a great way to describe it. It processes the emotions of the day. It organizes your memories. If you cut that time short, you wake up with a messy brain.
And a messy brain feels stressed.
Exactly. So let's review the 6 strategies from the text to beat stress. I want to make sure we have them all. 1, take a digital break. 2, exercise. 3, do hobbies. 4, spend time in nature. 5, talk to friends and family. And 6, sleep enough.
That is a very strong list. And you know what? I feel like I can actually do these things. They are not impossible tasks. I can walk, I can look at the sky, I can turn off my phone for an hour.
They are simple changes, but they have a massive impact. You don't need to change your whole life, just a few small habits.
You know, we used a lot of important words today. Since we're the Daily English Hub, and we want our listeners to not just relax, but also learn, I think we should make sure everyone understands the key terms.
I agree. Let's pause for a quick vocabulary moment. We covered some big concepts.
Great idea.
Okay. The first word is the big one, stress.
Stress. We talked about it a lot, but how does the text define it simply?
It defines it as feeling worried or nervous.
Okay, so if I use it in a sentence, I have a big exam tomorrow, so I feel stress.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes. Or you can say, I am stressed. It describes that internal pressure.
Got it. What's the second term?
The second term is the goal, relax.
Relax. I like this word.
The definition is to feel calm and quiet.
Calm and quiet. So I like to relax on the weekend with a book.
Perfect. It means you are not rushing. You are not worried. Your body is slow.
Okay. Term number 3.
Term number 3 is hobby.
Hobby.
Defined as something you do for fun in your free time.
This is important. For fun, not for money, not for work.
Exactly. Playing football can be a hobby. Gardening can be a hobby.
My hobby is learning English.
That is a wonderful hobby. It's active for the brain. And the last term.
The last term is nature.
Nature. The text defines this with examples. Trees, rivers, mountains, green places.
The world outside of the city. The world not made by humans.
Yes. Not buildings, not cars, not computers. The natural world.
Okay. Stress, relax, hobby, nature. I think those are 4 words we can use every day.
I think so too.
You know, going through this text, I have to admit something.
What's that?
I actually feel a little bit better already.
Really? Just from talking about it?
Yes. Because before, I was just tired and confused. I felt always on, but I didn't know I knew. Now I know why modern life is fast, and I have a plan. Tonight, I'm not going to check my email. I'm going to turn off my phone, go for a walk in the park, and try to get 8 hours of sleep.
That sounds like a perfect evening. It's important to remember that we cannot stop modern life from being fast. The world will keep spinning, but we can control how we react to it. We can choose to slow down.
We can choose to relax. It is a choice.
It is. And it's a necessary choice for your health.
Well, this has been very helpful for me personally. I hope it's been helpful for you, our listeners, too. We all deal with this.
We do. We want to hear from you. We talked about many ways to relax today, but Everyone is different.
Yes. So here is our question for you. How do you relax after a long day? Do you cook? Do you run? Do you look at the sky? Or maybe you have a different hobby we didn't mention.
We would love to know. Please share your best tips in the comments section below. Maybe your tip will help someone else feel less stressed.
And don't be shy. Writing in the comments is the best way to practice your English. Try to use the words we learned today. Stress, relax, hobby, nature.
We read every comment, and we love learning from you.
Thank you so much for joining us in the Daily English Hub. This is a really important deep dive.
It was. Remember to take a digital break sometimes and take care of yourselves.
See you next time.
Bye.